Welcome back, guys. 2011 Chevy Malibu. You may remember this vehicle from a couple years ago, probably now. We did the front speakers in it. Still working good. However, the exhaust is loud. Let's take a listen. He asked me if I can install new speakers to compensate for the extra noise. No, I'm just kidding. All right, let's take a look. All right, so as I come underneath, the exhaust looks okay. However, it's pretty obvious to see that we have a broken bolt, rusted out bolt there, and the rest of them look like they're ready to follow suit. And then as we go back, you can see all the bolts are showing heavy signs of decay, rust, just ready to come apart. Well, my best judgment would be replace them all. That way we're not chasing all the bolts out and around. However, it's not regular bolts. They're like pressed in, I believe. So what I'm going to do first, I gave it a couple whacks and it's not moving, but I don't want to destroy this flex. So I want to be able to hold this flange rigid. I'm going to take my air hammer and see what we can do. First thing I'm going to do is just see if I could knock it out without heat. See if we get lucky. She's not budging. So we're going to put a little heat on that flange. We're just going to heat up the flange around that outer perimeter, try to get that to expand. Trying to keep the heat away from the bolt. Ooh. One. There guys, well I hope you can see how that's a pressed in style stud and how she was broken right off, we'll rust it right out, and how we heated it up around the perimeter, expanded the metal, and then pushed it right out. I'm going to try to continue that same process on the remaining 2, 4, 5. Just when you think everything's roses, I get a lot of rust here too, guys. It's still in the rust belt. This stuff is terrible. As you see, the guy took really good care of his car. However, this is something that's kind of out of his control. I'm hoping these actually break right off, to be honest with you. So I'm just jumping back to the next flange back just to see how lucky I get. It's a 13 millimeter. Well, believe it or not, it amazes me. You got lucky once and right away you think you could conquer the world. Another one right here. We're gonna see if we get that lucky right here. And we do. Absolutely disintegrating. So far I got this one off, this one off. I'm gonna see if I can remove this from the vehicle. That way I can clean it up and put new gaskets on it. Give it a shot. Nice. Is a half inch smaller than a 13 or is a 13 smaller than a half inch? That's the question of the day.
Half inch smaller than 13.
Might be right. Give that a shot. Oh, we got it. See what we're taking. He's here. Here. Next, for me to remove this, I'm going to try to remove that nut like we've been doing on the other one. So far we've been getting lucky. There we go. Yeah, we want to get rid of that. And I got this thing nice and hot. You'll see I put a heat shield up there to protect this. The wire. I'm gonna try to do this quick. I'm gonna try to put this pair of pliers here where it's not gonna be in my way. Oh man, I got hot embers falling on me. Just burnt my shirt. I'm gonna give this a whack. I don't know if she's moving. I don't think she is. Got it. Alright, this one I'm going to try doing a little different because this is a cat and I don't want to go hammering on it. So I got a puller placed in place. I'm going to use it to try to press the stud out the back. Heat it up. I attempted to do it without heat and it's not moving, so I'm hoping just a little bit of heat. Hoping it would have just popped out bad, but it's going on.
Yeah.
You can see it out the other end. Abracadabra. That worked. Two. Woo! Hot. Yes, you can see how I did that. Kind of double stack the nuts. Use it to help center the puller. Yeah. See that one there? Was going to break shortly.
Okay.
You can see it. That one there, you see how the erosion was taking place? It's got to cut down deep towards the end of the threads. That would have been the next one to go. If I would have left it there, she would have been back. For the same problem. I don't care if it comes back for something else on the exhaust. I just don't want it to come back with broken bolts. If I tell them, hey, I fixed a broken bolt, and then it comes back a month later, 2 weeks later with another broken bolt, then I send him on his way and he comes back a couple months later or 2 weeks later with another one. I'm just replacing them all at once and being done with it. If something else goes, that's besides the point. Ready?
Yep.
Alright, got her nice and hot. Alright, one more. Alright, before we knock this last one out, I just want to show you how it's one of the next ones to break. The threads are just eroded away, rusted away, whatever you want to call it. You see you got nice heavy threads here, and then right here it's just nothing left. It's turning to dust. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. If it wasn't for Ford, our tools would rust, but now this is a Chevy, right?
That's right.
Definitely isn't cherry red. Must do the trick. This stuff's hot, guys. Now I'm going to clean all the gasket surfaces off. All new bolts installed. I was able to use 5/16 with lock nuts. I chose to use stainless bolts, even though I really don't have to. (2004) Toyota Tacoma 2.4 4-cylinder. This is the SR5 model, and the reason it's here today. If you like, take a moment, pause it, and see if you notice anything missing. Alright, if you notice that the shock is missing on the right side, you are absolutely correct. Owner ran into some difficulties. He attempted to do just a basic shock change, but as you know, on some of these vehicles and the road grime, you know, in Pennsylvania, in these areas, things tend to rust, even though you can tell this truck's in relatively good shape. The owner's definitely taking care of it. And unfortunately, when he was removing the shock on the right side, the bolt snapped on him. And the upper one, of course, it has to be the hardest one to get to, right? Maybe there's enough light up there. As you can see, there's been some attempts to get the bolt out. During that attempt, an easy out has been broken off inside. It's going to make our job a little difficult. However, I got some ideas, but the muffler's in the way. Well, it's making it hard to get up in there for me to do my best. You know, I can probably get it, but it's going to be very difficult. However, the owner did look this over before he brought it over. And he's plenty capable of doing this job himself. However, he just doesn't have the time, and he doesn't have a lift. So, you notice that the exhaust has a hole in it already, so he said if you're going to take it down, just replace it. Needs the vehicle back ASAP, so whatever we could get. So what we got to do is cut this as close as we can to the muffler, cut this bracket off, and then we'll remove everything with the tailpipe. So we're just getting the muffler and tailpipe. I could cut that off with a cutoff wheel. I hate to get too close with a cutoff wheel. See, I'm close enough to break it. Now we're going to take and see if we can break the weld the rest of the way. To accomplish that, I got myself a little pry bar. Right? It's a little hot, so abracadabra. We got a little bit of weld here. We're gonna take and grind. Pretty good. Next, we're going to take and cut the muffler, like I said, as close as I can with the blade that I have. I don't have a super long blade. That's what you got to be careful of. Let me see if I have a longer blade. Okay, I do have one a little bit longer, but it's a bi-metal, multi-purpose blade, so it's not going to be as fine. screwdriver. Woo, that'll shake your kidney stones loose if you got them. Hopefully I don't. Hopefully I didn't just jinx this up. Next that we got that cut, I'm going to take and pop the hangers off and just remove it as one assembly. There. Okay, let that come off a little bit easier. Doesn't matter where we take it off. Just get it off. This one's all but out. Okay, this one's out. I'm going to pop this one the rest of the way. Okay. Take a look at this for a little bit and I'll be right back at you. I ground it down just a tad, just so I could see the bolt. You know, you can see where he did a real good job center lining that easy out. However, we don't have many options once that easy out's broken in there. So I chamfered it down like that so I could try to weld to that easy out and to that bolt. And then that's what we're gonna do next. Okay, it's gonna be very hard for you guys to see what I'm trying to accomplish. But I'm gonna take this washer, it's like a 1/4 inch washer. You see? I'm gonna put it on there like so, to where I could just see the bolt. I'm going to weld that to it, like so. That'll protect the outer perimeter, hopefully, from getting welded to. At the same time, try not to burn yourself alive. Next, we're going to put a nut on it. Broke right up. Don't be too discouraged, guys. Just keep on trying. I'm going to do that a couple more times. This is about the 3rd washer welded on. Look at that, bro. Thank God. In addition, what I did, I welded this last one on and I heated this up really hot. Can you give me my welding gloves? You can now see it. Well?
Yeah.
It's very hot. I just start running.
Seen the smoke coming off.
I really didn't think I was going to get that one. There she is. Woo. All right. That's how many attempts it took. That was the first, second, and then a third. You can see he really drilled that in all the way. Got it pretty darn close to center too. Good job, bud. It was just in there a little too tight, and it sucks that that easy out broke out on you because you had the right idea, but unfortunately she was just welded fast in there. The extra heat that is applied during the welding of the washer, in addition to letting that cool, I let it cool down a little bit, and then I heated up the actual collar, and then once that expanded, she came right out, as you've seen. Okay guys, got the new exhaust back up, shocks all reinstalled, everything went smooth with that. Stay tuned, I got some more videos coming your way. Is that in all the way too? That's how I gotta do it all the time, get someone else to do my work.